everyone, Alice here with a full moon reading for you. Technically the moon here is going to be at its fullest in like 30 minutes. This is a full moon in Virgo, and I thought I would see what we can expect to happen, or well, not happen, but the energies, like what energies can we expect with this full moon in Virgo. Again, I'm not an astrologer. I don't really know much about astrology, but fun fact, this coming Sunday is like International Astrology Day or something. So yeah, I guess if you wanted to get into astrology, I guess that would be a good day to start, I suppose. Full moon in Virgo. Well, when the moon is in Virgo, it's very, I feel like people feel more like they want to help, like they want to problem solve, like you might feel, I wouldn't say motivational, but more like you feel you need to be critical of things, or maybe people are, you feel that people are being more critical of you. You may be feeling like you need to analyze things more. You may be a little more health conscientious, about your own health, and maybe you're thinking about starting a new exercise or something. Well, I wouldn't say starting new, but like you're just more aware of like your health, whether it's like exercising or diet or hygiene or anything like that. I know, like personally, like I didn't even realize that, and I've been well, I thought like, oh, I'm running out of lotion for my face, and I'm like, okay, so I should buy some more. And then I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should try like a new like brand, and like and maybe I should like change up like my skincare routine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I was just, thinking maybe I should. And yeah, I don't know where that came from. So I don't know, just kind of weird with the moon in Virgo. Yeah, I was feeling that. Full moons are always about completion, things coming to an end, a cycle, coming to its end. I don't like, I feel like whenever I say that, like endings, it sounds so scary, right? It sounds so like negative and all that. But the thing is, I think for most things, when things end, it's actually quite positive. Because I think when we think of endings, we think of like the end of something and nothing is going to come after it. But I mean, that's not true, especially in like daily life. I mean, the end is just something, that you've been working on, and now it's being completed. So now you can enjoy, that, getting it done. It's not necessarily, oh, it's an ending and there's nothing going on anymore, it's like, I know people are like, oh, it's an ending, so there's a new beginning. I'm like, yes, that's true. But I just feel like finishing something, completing something, feeling accomplished in something shouldn't necessarily feel like a bad thing. That you should be able to enjoy that you completed something. You can rest now, you can rest your mind, you can rest your body. Like, it's that type of thing. It should be a good thing, is what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of negativity around endings. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through each sign. We're just gonna I'm just gonna lay them here out on the table like I did for the other moon readings. I guess this is how I do moon readings, because I feel the moon, we're all connected. So like when I go through the zodiac, it's just because I'm just trying to separate energies in a sense. So all energies can really apply to you. If like, even if like, oh, something in a Cancer, the Cancer part of it, you're like, well, I don't like, I'm not a Cancer, but it's like, well, if it's applying to you and if you're resonating with it, then there's something there for you, because like we're all here. it's just a way to kind of divide up the energies. At least that's how I feel when I pull readings. I mean, that can be different for other people, but that's how I use basically like astrology in the zodiac. I don't really use it. It's not predictions. I can't predict anything. I'm not psychic. So yeah, so we're gonna find out the energies. So technically this is a timeless reading, even though I know we're pulling on the full moon and everything. Technically it's timeless, because if you do happen to find this and it's not the full moon anymore, I mean, you found it for a reason. So there's something here that you know, we're supposed to hear, likely some sort of message in here for you, regardless of the time that we're pulling this. Just keep in mind, this is a general reading, so you know, obviously not everything's going to apply to your situation. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force it. Pretty standard stuff, right? Like I said, with the signs, you can check all your signs, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever signs, Mercury, if you're looking for communication. I don't know, you can check all your signs. Like I said, it probably all applies to all of us in some way, to be honest. All right, so I already shuffled a little bit. I half shuffled, basically. I half shuffled because I stopped shuffling because I thought, okay, well, I didn't cut the cards yet, and I kind of wanted to know what was underneath, and I'm like, well, I gotta hit the record button, so I'll hit the record button first, and then I'll find out what's underneath. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles. It's interesting because, one, I'm drawn to the roundness of the pentacle. It reminds me of a full moon. Like I was talking about, the full moon is about completions. And yes, when you finish something, that makes room for something else. You know, if you have a plate and you know, you have a lot on your plate, right? You go to the buffet, you put all the food on your plate. Well, you can't get back up and get more or try something new from the buffet until you finish what's on your plate. So we're in this full moon Virgo is, you know, you're finishing things on your plate. So now you can go back up to the buffet and see what else is there. And that's kind of this energy here. It's like completing something, you know, that you've had on your plate, and now you've made room for something else, or now there's room for something else, which is very nice. Yeah, Page of Wands. This is, you know, new things, new discoveries, experiencing new things that maybe you've never experienced before, or things that you're interested in experiencing. It's a very curious energy here. This just applies to everybody. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. Holy shit, guys. Like, seriously. I swear I shuffled this deck. I know you don't have to believe me. This deck wasn't even like, okay, sometimes I put, like, to clear my decks, I put them back in order. This wouldn't even matter. They wouldn't even be in this order. So this is craziness. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands. And holy shit, we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This full moon is completing things all over the place. All over the place. You guys are finishing up things. You're accomplishing things. You're making room on that plate for new opportunities. You're having new revelations. You're learning new things. You're able to start new projects. There's this curious energy here. And then the 10 of Coins. These are things, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles, we're starting off at 1 and then 10. These things are leading to something that is substantial. It's not like whatever you're going to start after this full moon, after you've completed these things in the full moon, whatever is starting, this is something that may like stand the test of time type of thing. It can be anything. It can be if you're starting a business, maybe that's something that's going to go on for a while, you know, create some sort of legacy, if you want to call it. If you're, I don't know, if you're getting pregnant, like if you're starting a family, if it's like a relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be romantic, it can be a friendship, anything like that. It can be a business partnership, anything like that. It feels here like this, whatever it is, it's going to last a long time, and it's going to feel very secure and very comfortable. Yeah, it's you know, going the distance. That Hercules song stuck in my head. I can go the distance. Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually. Huh. That's what we've got with this full moon energy. All right, I'm gonna cut the cards. We're gonna cut the cards. We're gonna get the overall energy for the reading. I already shuffled these. I already shuffled. Trust I did. It's because I didn't, like, I know this deck is loud. All right, so the overall energy for the reading, we have Queen of Cups with the Six of Wands. Wow, Six of Wands in reverse. This is the overall energy here. I feel like the energy here is that perhaps you may be feeling like you're not succeeding in something, that you're not being successful in something, and that's causing a lot of like emotional burden. Or yeah, I get emotional burden. It can feel like you may be kind of upset about it, like emotionally upset. You may be just feeling like emotionally drained, you know. It's like I get this energy like you've been trying to make something work, and you've been trying to make something happen, and it's just kind of emotionally draining for you. It could be anything. It could be like that you could be feeling stressed out. You could be worrying too much about something. You could be just really anxious, feeling really anxious, or I don't know, like whatever it is, it's just draining your emotions. You're just feeling very emotionally even overwhelmed a bit. I don't get too much overwhelmed. It's more of a exhausted, tired type of energy, but emotionally, not so much physically. You know those days where you're just kind of like, I cannot deal with shit anymore. Like, I'm going to lose my mind kind of thing. Kind of, sort of. But it's all on an emotional level. I feel like success is there. The energy to have success in whatever it is, the situation is there. It's just, you feel kind of like it's not going anywhere, and it's making you feel kind of like in this energy of, it's just draining you. Like the fact that it's not happening, the fact that it's not being successful right now is what is kind of like upsetting you. You might have, you know, you might have been really upset about it. You might have cried or whatever. Just been really sad or frustrated, like all the emotions. Just because it's like, it's not, the success isn't happening yet. I do feel like the energy is here for whatever the situation to be successful in some way. It's just, there's some sort of block or delay, and it's just, that's what I get. All right, so let me just move this out of the way. All right, so we're gonna start from Aries down through to Pisces, and we'll see, you know, what's going on there. So what can you expect during this full moon period? So Aries, you have the Seven of Swords. I get that you may be hiding things from people. Secrecy. I get secrecy here. I don't get lying. I get secrecy. That there's something that you are not telling people about, that you're keeping it kind of to yourself in a way, or you're only telling a very few select people. Not very many people. Okay, we're going to clarify. Clarify. The Seven of Swords for Aries. You know, I thought about putting the signs, like, as I went through it, but it's like, you know, should I? Yeah, I'll still do it, because it doesn't, whatever. I can just type it. It's fine. I'm not going to timestamp it. If you want to timestamp it, fine, but I'm not going to timestamp it. But, whatever. You can just flip through the signs. Alright. What can you tell me about this Seven of Swords? I kind of am feeling like, remember, this energy is like with everybody, with all the signs. And I kind of feel like it's just too emotionally draining for you to just be honest, be open about something. So you just feel like you need to keep it on the down low for now. That's kind of, that's the energy that I'm getting there. Okay. It's like a gazillion cards. What can you tell me about the Seven of Swords? Okay, Five Wands in reverse wanted to show up. Yeah, I feel like you don't want to keep this a secret. I feel like you don't really want to not tell people about whatever it is. And it's very conflicting for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh wait, there were two cards. Speaking of hiding. Speaking of hiding, this was like this on the ground. I was like, oh my gosh. And I saw the moon. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then we went to pick it up and this one came out. So we have the moon and we have the Six of Wands in reverse. And what's underneath? Oh, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. I'm getting a bit of a connection here. That this is between two people, because we have to take into account the overall energy as well. At least I feel that here. I feel it's upsetting for both of you, to be honest. I feel like whatever you're keeping to yourself, it has to. I feel like it has to do with somebody else, and I feel like you think that this person either would be upset if they knew something, or they're upset because you're not sharing something. And I mean, I feel it's more the latter, and that you both are kind of in this energy of like, you want to say something, you want to be honest, but when I say honest, I mean you want things to be out in the open. Because I don't feel like you're lying. I just feel like you're just keeping something to yourself, and it's secrecy, you know. And I feel that it is sort of an emotional weight for both of you. Because I feel like this goes two ways. Also, I don't think it's just you. I think this other person also is not saying something. You know, with the moon is like, this is something that is beneath the surface. Also with the moon, I mean, it is a full moon reading, and you got the moon, Aries, so the moon is important, the full moon, and completing things. And I feel the Six of Wands, again, we're going back to this energy here. It's kind of crazy how you're matching up here. So the Six of Wands, I mean, it's the first sign, so I mean, it does make sense. Again, it is that feeling, that energy of things aren't going the way that I want them to go right now. You know, it's like I'm trying to be successful here in this situation. I'm trying to find victory in this situation, but it's like it's being blocked here. And I do feel there's a part of it is that by you kind of keeping things to yourself, that is part of the sort of reason why things are kind of being held back. I feel like the moon, I do get that there is some worry here, that you may be worried about if this person knew something. I don't know, that maybe you're worried that they might get upset. When I say upset, I mean like, yeah, like sad, or cause like a scene type of thing. So it might even be that you're maybe not sharing something because of that. Okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time, or else I'll be here forever. So, all right, we're gonna move on to Taurus. Taurus, you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. This could do with work. You may be working with somebody, or wanting to work with somebody, or you're working on a project with people. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more from that. But I do feel, again, we go back to this energy that whatever it is that you're working on, it's like you're trying to make it work. Like you're getting kind of it's emotionally draining you trying to be successful in whatever it is you're working on. So we have to remember the overall energy here. And we also have to remember at the beginning of the reading that things are going to be completing. You know, the cycles are completing here, which bring in a lot of new beginnings. So, I mean, a lot of new things are happening. Like because you're completing things. So it's like, even that's what I say. That's why I say with this energy here of the Six of Wands, it feels like, when is it going to be successful? When is victory going to come? It is coming. I feel like it's there. It's just, you know, it's difficult. It's not easy. It's not easy, you know, to be successful in whatever the situation is. And it's, you know, it just causes a lot of, like, basically tears. There's a lot of tears shed here. All right. What can you tell me about the Three of Pentacles? I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'm not going to keep repeating that over and over again. I know I so easily could. We have the Two of Wands showing up in reverse. Could be having some hard decisions to make. Three Empress. There can be somebody, like a mother figure, involved. Or just somebody who's just being very creative. It can be a creative project. You know, you want to tell me about this Three of Pentacles? Holy shit, I need to turn the fan on. I'm like, I don't know. Suddenly I got really flushed. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Magician. Nice. Yeah, creativity. I get a lot of creativity here. And we have the Six of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's something from the past that's going to hold you back a little bit when it comes to working on something, possibly with other people here. You know, building something with somebody. I feel there's a creative aspect here. Whether that's you, Taurus. Oh, I see, like, I totally forgot about the thing. Taurus. Okay, whatever. Whether that's you, Taurus, or somebody else that you're working with. I kind of feel like this is a bit of a, there's some sort of creativity here. Things that are being made out of nothing type of energy here. But there is also an energy like, almost like writer's block. Like, I get a writer's block, you know, creativity block here with the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's something that you're kind of stuck on in the past that may be causing this blockage here, but you are, like, you have the ability to do it, and like, I feel like you can get past it. This is just kind of what's, you know, this is the frustrating thing, you know, this is the thing that's preventing you from, you know, being successful, and what's really frustrating you right now. There's just some sort of creative block here for you, Taurus. Okay, so let's go to Gemini. Gemini, you have the Hanged Man. I just get that, like, things aren't really progressing. Things are just kind of, they're not stuck, they're just hanging around. Literally just hanging around. And it's kind of like, well, how do I move forward? I mean, we're not moving backwards, but how do I move forward in order? But it's like being in this energy of just kind of hanging around is what's causing this feeling of being upset, like being upset that it's not, you know, that I'm not moving towards victory. So what can you tell me about the Hanged Man? What can you tell me about the Hanged Man? Okay, we have the Four of Wands. This can be a relationship in the world. Okay. The world, and that's good. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like what's kind of not stopping things, but why things are up in the air is that somebody's not taking something serious. That's why I say this is probably a relationship. Somebody isn't taking the connection, I want to say, seriously. They're just kind of going around doing whatever the fuck they want and being a little reckless, perhaps. And that's the frustrating thing, because you're like, oh my gosh, we could be successful if you just took this a little bit seriously. And you know, instead we're just kind of like, we're in no man's land. That's what I get for you, Gemini. But with the world here, it's like, I feel like you want this relationship to have, you know, a successful ending. And when I say ending, I mean moving to the next level kind of thing. Like, you want this relationship to move to the next level, the next step. That's what I mean when I'm talking about endings. It's not the end of a relationship. No, it's the end of that part of the relationship, and now we're moving into something better, something maybe more intimate, something, you know, much closer type of thing. You know, instead of going from that casual dating, which I feel is where you're at, it's like a casual dating, maybe a situationship type of energy, moving from there to something more serious. And I feel like that's where you're at, Gemini. You want, like, this is like where it's going. I feel like it's happening throughout this full moon, because with the world, it is, that completion is happening. So, but that's, you know, that's the situation, and that's what's going to be going on through this full moon. Okay? I hope this is clear, because I don't really want to spend too much time on each sign. Okay, Cancer. We have the Page of Cups. I feel like for you, you want to follow your heart in something. There's something that you, or someone that you're interested in, and you just kind of want to, it's like you don't even want to bother with all those silly swords. You don't want to think about things too much. You don't want to think about what's practical. You don't want to think about what is logical. You just want to follow your heart. You feel something for this person, and you just want to go for it. But there's, you know, you feel there's a block here on how you can have victory with whatever it is that you want to go for, whether it's a person or it's a project or, you know, a goal or something, and that's upsetting. So let's find out more. Let's find out more about this Page of Cups. Okay, I'm going to do this over here so I don't blow the cards away. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. What is this? Judgment, Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you may feel very drawn to something or someone, but there is a, like, there's an overprotectiveness here that you have. Okay. So we had the Ten of Coins. Remember, this was in the first part. And the Empress. Holy shit. And then we have the Star in reverse. Okay. So I feel like you want to follow your heart. towards a person or a goal or whatever, but you feel like it may be kind of unattainable right now, that it's not reachable. It's this energy, this Six of Wands in reverse energy. I'm telling you, it's going to be here for every sign. That's why I say everybody is kind of here. We're all in this together, like, you know, High School Musical type of thing. We all feel this way. We all feel like whatever we're trying to be successful and trying to succeed in, that we feel blocked or delayed, and it's not working, and it's, you know, it's causing this emotional drain, you know, on, because it has to do with something that you feel emotionally about, that you feel attached to. Yeah, this, whatever it is, it's like you feel that it's unattainable. But here, I'm going to tell you, it's 10 of Cups and the Empress. It's, this full moon is going to bring some sort of security, some sort of comfort to you, and in some way you're going to feel this Empress energy. This Empress energy is all about being open and receptive, and just, you know, open to things that, you know, that are comfortable, that are secure. I just get this feeling that it's like you're going to get to a place, you're going to realize something about whatever it is that you're trying to get after, and you're going to find your own sort of security with it, your own, I wouldn't say peace with it, but you're going to feel like, instead of feeling like this Queen of Cups energy, this, you know, feeling emotionally upset, you're going to find some way during this full moon that you're going to feel kind of okay about it, that you're going to settle down. And almost with the Empress energy, instead of being this Page of Cups, it's like you're going to use this energy instead. The Empress energy is an energy of, yes, being very open and receptive, but also like she's pretty badass. She attracts a lot of things to her. She's very nurturing and supportive and stable, and that attracts people to her. So yeah, I do feel like there, you may even have like a wealth of things being attracted to you, like valuable things or people or whatever being attracted to you. So I would say don't despair, at least for this full moon. All right. See, I'm remembering now. Leo. Okay, Leo, we have death, which I know can be scary and seem like, oh my gosh, I got death. But actually, it's very good because we're pulling on a full moon reading. This is good because whatever is ending for you this full moon period is bringing on change. This is a big thing. It's big changes, big transformations here. It's good. It's good. All right. Let's see more about this death card. It's about like letting go something. So whatever, like, it's not just, yes, a full moon is about endings and completions, but for, in your case, Leo, it's letting go of something that you're just like, yeah, this, I can't deal with this anymore, because it's emotionally upsetting. And I feel like it can be letting go of victory, but in its own way, that's its victory in itself. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Just we'll get some clarification for the death card. Clarification. Tell me more about this death card. Oh yeah, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Yes, 9 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Two badass women here. And you got the Ace of Swords. Dude, okay. So you've realized something. You've had this realization, this aha moment, this epiphany about something that you're like, damn, that whatever's in my life, it's actually not helping me. It's actually kind of like, I don't need this anymore. It doesn't even have to be anything like big. I mean, it can just be like you're looking through your shit and you realize like you've hoarded, like, I don't know, like shoes. Like you have all these shoes and you're looking at them and you're like, I don't even wear these shoes. and they're just taking up space. Like, I don't even need them. Like, I could just give them away to somebody, like, who actually would use them, kind of thing. Like, it's a bit of, like, it can be like a bit of spring cleaning, not just actual spring cleaning, but like spring cleaning of what's around you in your life, and just being like, yeah, I actually don't need these things. Like, I'm not using them, or they're not really serving me in any way, kind of thing. And just kind of letting those things go. It can be people, it can be relationships, it can be just anything, really. But what I see here, what you can expect for this full moon, this is an energy of determination, and like, I just get energy here of just badassness. Like, I am feeling empowered. Like, I get empowered energy here. So whatever you're letting go of, whatever you are releasing, you're gonna feel like really good about it. Like, I should have done this sooner. Like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, that's the energy that I get here, is very standing in like this power, because they just, look at them, look how badass they fucking are. They're like, they're tough. These women are tough in a good way, you know. I don't know how you can be tough in a bad way, but yeah, I feel like it's going to make you stronger, basically. Whatever it is that you're letting go during this full moon period, or is going to make you stronger, Leo. All right. Virgo. Oh, Virgo. Important, right? Because this is full moon in Virgo. So we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like whatever this is that you feel like you're not sorry, that you're not able to succeed in, is you're overthinking it. There's too much overthinking. You're really thinking about this a lot. You're thinking about this too much. I feel like how, like, that is probably what's even like hindering success. Is it's like you're your own worst enemy. And I get that with the full moon in Virgo, like I was talking about earlier. It can make people feel like they need to be overcritical, like they need to overanalyze things. And I feel like that's your energy during this full moon, Virgo, is that you're overthinking things too much, to the point that you may be making it a bigger deal in your head than it actually is. Like, you know how you get to the point when, here's an example. Let's say you want to tell something to somebody, and you think, oh, well, I can't tell them that, they're going to get upset. You're like, okay, well, but you don't really know that. But then you've convinced yourself that if I tell them this, you know, like how like a child who like maybe like, I don't know, they broke something. They broke a bowl or whatever. And they don't want to tell their parents that they broke this bowl, because they're like, they're going to get so upset with me. They're going to take everything away from me. They're going to, I don't know, I mean, they might even think that they're going to hit them, even though their parents have like never hit them in their fucking life. This kid thinks that if I tell my parents that I broke this bowl, they're going to beat me up. They're going to yell at me. They're going to take all my stuff. They're just going to be so mad at me. And it just keeps building. It keeps building, right? Like at first it just was like, oh, they're not going to be happy about it. And then it builds in your mind, and you keep thinking, oh my gosh, like to the point where they're going to beat my ass, and they're going to like kill me and bury me out in the yard. And like it just gets to this point where it's like too big. It's too big. And it's like, no. The reality is that they might be disappointed in you. They might not even be upset. They might even actually know that you broke the fucking bowl, and they just haven't said anything because they're just waiting for you to bring it up to them. And it's like you're just making it bigger in your head. And you go and tell them, I broke the bowl. And they go, yeah, I know. It's okay. We're just going to take your allowance for this week to, pay for the bowl. And, that's it. And, it's fine. Mistakes happen. You break bowls. It happens. We're just kind of disappointed that you didn't really tell us sooner, but, we're glad that you're telling us now. So don't worry about it. Things happen. And then that's it. And then that's it. And you're just like, what? What? They weren't mad at me. They didn't hit me. They didn't kill me and bury me out in the yard. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this card. It's just, you're just thinking about things and negatively. All right. Let's clarify. Let's get some cards here. Sorry, I went a little long with that sort of analogy there, but that's just all I get from the card is just I'm thinking about things too much, and it's just growing and growing and growing, and it's thinking about this energy of I won't be successful, I can't be successful, and then it's just growing and growing and growing and growing. And like I told you, the energy here is success is there. It's just a blockage. It could be your own blockage, and in your case, Virgo, it's you. You're standing in your own way of success. All right, what can you tell me about the Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords. What's it? Temperance in reverse. Yes, you're stressing out about this. You're very stressed out about this. It's very stressful for you. Okay, we have the Fool in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups. And then we've got the Sun in reverse. Bam. Bam. The Sun. It makes you unhappy, obviously. This makes you unhappy to be overthinking this way too much. Whatever it is. There's a situation, Virgo, that you are overthinking way too much, and it's costing you your happiness in some way. What you can expect for this full moon with the Fool in reverse and the Eight of Cups, I feel like you may I feel like at some point you're going to break. Because we have the Sun in reverse. I saw Temperance in reverse. I feel at some point you might break, and with the Fool in reverse, you might do something impulsively, just out of nowhere. And the Eight of Cups, this is about moving towards your happiness. I mean, the Eight of Cups is kind of moving away from something that is sort of like emotional. It's moving away from this feeling, moving away from this Eight of Swords feeling, you know, moving away from being in your head and moving on from that. I feel like you are going to move on from this, from this stuckness in your head. But what I do feel is that it may come out in a way that is very impulsive and reckless. It may, like, I feel like you are going to take a chance. You're just going to be like, fuck it. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. I need to do something about it. I can't just sit here thinking and thinking and thinking, why isn't something working? I need to do something. And you're just going to do something. You're going to take a chance, but it's just kind of, it may be a little reckless. Yeah. But it's because of this energy. You're getting sick of not being happy in a situation. And yeah. Okay. Libra. Libra. Let's see, your energy is speaking of temperance in reverse. You may be connected here. Yeah. I mean, I get that there is an impatience here. It's like you want something to succeed and you're like, oh my gosh, why hasn't it succeeded by now? There is that energy here. Like, it should have happened by now. Why isn't it happening right now? There's that sort of energy, and there's a worry behind it too, like being very worried and stressed out of why hasn't it happened yet. Like, there's that energy behind it. All right, let me see, what else can you tell me about this Temperance card for Libra? What else can you tell me about Temperance? So this is like during, right now, current energies. There's a situation here that you feel like, why hasn't it gotten better? Like, why hasn't there been success here yet? And it's, you know, emotionally draining to be like, hello, like it should be here. Four of Coins in reverse showed up. There is a bit of fear, possessiveness. Queen of Swords is showing up. There could be somebody that is really wanting to know why this is happening. Three of Cups in reverse showing up. Can have to do with maybe feeling left out of a situation with somebody or a relationship or whatever. Possible. Alright. Okay, it's a relationship. Okay, the Lovers in reverse. And we have the Five of Wands in reverse. And we have the Page of Wands. Yeah, you're very anxious. Like, not anxious. Like, you want to get things going, I feel. Like, there's just this energy of impatience. And with the Page of Wands is somebody who gets things going, somebody who starts things, somebody who has a lot of energy. You know, they just want to get going. They just want to go. And your energy right now is just kind of like, why isn't it happening yet? Where is it going? Unfortunately, I feel here, if you keep pushing this energy, it can change. Energies can change, but I feel here with the full moon energies, if you keep pushing it, it's just going to make things worse. With the Lovers in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, it can just cause arguments. If you try to force something here, because I get that energy of wanting to force something, wanting to force success, because there is this very impatient energy and wanting to get things going. And it does feel with a connection that you may be feeling left out in a situation. There can be some jealousy there, or maybe there's another person. Maybe you kind of want to lock something down before somebody else does, that type of energy. Because there's a queen, there's a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can also indicate that there is another person. She can be the other woman or the other person in a connection. The third wheel, whatever. Well, it's not third wheel, but you know, the third person, the third party. Yeah, I get this. If you keep pushing it, if you keep pushing this energy during this full moon, it's going to cause a rift between you and this person. I don't see like a breakup or anything. I just see a rift, and that it may cause some arguments. So I would be wary of that. I'd be cautious of pushing this, Libra. All right. Scorpio. All right. We have Strength in reverse. Just fucked up all these cards. Yeah, Scorpio, right now, I feel like you are kind of going on instinct right now. You're just kind of doing whatever you feel instinctively that you should do. I feel there is a bit of disappointment here in why things aren't better. It's like you're like, well, I'm trying to just not really, like, you know, hold back. I'm trying to be more, what's the word? You know, somebody who is like, okay, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to say yes to everything. It's that type of energy. Somebody who maybe they used to kind of hold back, and now they're like, okay, I want to be more open to experiences. I want to, you know, if there is something for me to do, I'm going to say yes to it. It's that type of energy. You know, just kind of being very, what's the word? There's a word for this. I don't know, but it's just the energy of somebody who is not holding back anymore. Somebody who not necessarily taking risks, maybe taking chances on things, or just somebody who isn't, you know, saying no to things. Like if somebody asks you, hey, do you want to go get a coffee? You know, maybe before you might say, no, like I got things to do, or I don't really want to spend that much on a Starbucks coffee, or like you'd make up some sort of excuse. But it's like you're in this energy of, no, you're going to go for it. You're just going to be like, you know, I should just, you know, I should just go see. I should go, yeah, sure. You know, yeah, I'll go have a coffee with you. Like, it's that type of energy. Okay? But there is still this energy of why aren't things working out? So let's see here. What else can you tell me about the Strength card? What else can you tell me about strength? Here, the Eight of Swords. You have the Three of Wands. Okay. And then you also have the Star in reverse. Who was this? Cancer? Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. And you're right underneath Cancer. So your energies, there can be some sort of connection here. You might have some messages there. Something might resonate with you in Cancer's reading. I mean, really, if you're touching, if your signs are touching, there can be crossover energy. Anyways, Scorpio. Yeah, you feel like, unlike Cancer was like out of reach for you. You're feeling kind of, you're like, you've lost some faith here. You've lost some hope, because I feel like you're in this energy of saying yes to things, right? You've said yes to things, but it hasn't worked out. It can be just like, here's just an example that maybe you're trying like online dating, you know, like dating apps, and you've decided that, you know, I'm going to lower my standards, I'm going to lower my expectations, and then if somebody is like interested in me, you know, I'm going to give that person a fair chance. And you've been doing that. You've been giving that person a fair chance, but you're feeling a little hopeless because nothing has really come out of any of these people that you've met. Maybe you've met a bunch of people, and it just hasn't really happened for you. It hasn't really clicked for you. I feel during this full moon, the energy here is that you might get into your head a little bit. You might be thinking a lot about it, feeling like, I can't do anything. Like, there's nothing that nothing that I do is going to change things. But here's the thing. We have the Three of Wands here. I feel like you are looking at the bigger picture, or at least you're trying to look at the bigger picture. This full moon period is going to allow you to look beyond what's just in front of you, and perhaps you'll be able to see more of like where you can go, where this can go, and maybe be less in this energy, less hopeless. Because I feel with the Three of Wands is, when I look at her, I see her looking off in the distance, and she's looking off towards the sun. The sun is there. The sun is happiness. And she's looking off, you know, she sees where she can go. She just doesn't know how to get that happiness, but there's an optimism about this Three of Wands card. So I do think that you may get stuck in your head, and you may not even see this, to be honest, at first, but you really need to just, you know, get out of your head and focus on the things that like you can control, you know, and what you can see, and all that. That it's not hopeless here. I get good things. I even get like soon. With the Three of Wands also means soon what? Soon, I'm not going any further in this, but soon there's something there. She's looking at something. There's happiness there. She's looking towards it. Soon, right? Okay. What am I at? Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius. You got the King of Wands. I feel like there's just something that you really want. I get there's something that I want, and it's not happening for me right now, and it's upsetting me. There's something that I want. Right now, your current energy is, I look at this card, and I'm drawn to his face and looking out, looking at something, focused on something. There's something that you're focused on that you would like. It can be a person, it can be a goal, it can be anything really. There's just something that you want, and you're almost willing to do almost anything to get it. Like, I wouldn't say anything, but like, it's like you're willing to use your experiences and your skills and abilities to get it. So if it's a person and you're like, you know, somebody who is very good at talking, then you're going to use that. You're going to use your talent or talents. If you sing really well or something, or you dance really well and you want and you're interested in somebody, then you're going to use that. You want to use that to attract somebody to you. Like, you know, I'm going to use my dance moves, I'm going to use my singing, or my, if you're creative in any way, like you're an artist or that type of shit. That's the energy that I get here for you, Sagittarius. There's something that you want, and you're going to use what you have to attract that, whatever it is that you want towards you. But it's not working. That's the thing. It's not working. And yeah, you got to remember the overall energy. So, tell me more about this King of Wands. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Almost fell. Got it though. Ooh, Tower in reverse. Tower in reverse. And Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, I kind of see what's going on here. And we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. Okay. I feel like you may be... I get playing things a little safely. So, yes, there's something you want. Yes. You have a gift or a talent that you could use to attract what it is that you want. But you're not being successful. This is why you're not being successful. You are, I get playing it safe, but I get like you're not doing anything. It can be that you're not doing anything because you're being extra careful. I get a lot of stubbornness from this, to be honest. There's just you're just kind of feeling there's just stubborn energy here. That's all I can say. And this is like probably the main reason why you're not succeeding, is that you're being very stubborn about what it is that you want. It's possible that it's either that you're not doing any actions towards getting what you want, and it's just one of those things where you're just thinking about it, you know, dreaming about it, you know, what if, and you're not actually doing anything, you know, like people who dream about being an actor or whatever, being famous, but it's just a dream. They just dream about it. They don't actually take any action. It's a bit of that energy. Not saying it's that. I'm not saying that you're somebody who lives in fantasies either. It's the energy of something that you want, but you're not doing much to get it, and that's why you're not having success. It's, you know, you're not taking a shot at it. Like, what's that Gretzky quote slash Michael Scott quote, you know, you miss all the shots that you don't take, or whatever, like 100 shots or something like that. Whatever, if you don't take a shot, then you can't succeed, basically. That's, I mean, I get that energy here. You know, if you just dream about taking shots, then, and you don't actually take a shot, then you can't succeed. And if you don't take any shots, then you're definitely not going to succeed. But if you take a shot, then you might succeed. And it's, yeah, that type of energy. During this full moon, you're going to have some sort of realization. It can be this realization, to be honest. I don't know what it is. You're just going to realize that you've been going about this in a way that, with the Page of Cups, that it's emotionally immature. That's why I said daydreaming. I get a lot of daydreaming energy from this Page of Cups here, because the Page of Cups in reverse can be somebody who just dreams about what they want to go after. You know, they're just dreams and they don't do it. And you might come to this realization, you know, I'm not making things happen. And so of course, if I'm not going to make things happen, it's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got. That's what you're going through this full moon period. That's what you can expect, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. Why did I? Because I can't see my fucking C key. Capricorn, and I'm typing with my left hand, and I'm fucking right-handed. So it's like, okay. Capricorn. You got the Ten of Wands. So your current energy right now is you're feeling burdened by something. There's something that you have a weight on your shoulders. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the source of it is. But whatever it is, it's like it can be the weight of not succeeding in something. You might be maybe a little hard on yourself, that it's because something's not happening the way that you want it to happen, or like that it's not being successful, that it's causing these burdens or issues for you right now. Yeah. All right, so let's see, what can you tell me about this Ten of Wands? Can you tell me about the Ten of Wands? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And underneath, you have the Ace of Coins. I feel like you see that there's potential. I feel like remember, this was the first card that we saw out of all the cards here, and it was indicating that, you know, this full moon period, where things completing, things ending, things, you know, reaching to their conclusion, that it's going to bring in something new. You know, you have a lot on your plate. You literally, remember that whole thing I was talking about, like the buffet and being on the plate, that totally applies here, because you have too much on your plate right now. You feel that. You feel there's too much on your plate, and you're not able to take things off your plate to make room for other things. Because you need to be successful in order to take these things off. I feel like slowly but surely you will be able to take things off your plate. We have the Ten of Wands here in reverse. I feel that during this full moon period, this is more about releasing burdens. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, it can come quickly. I do get that energy too, that it might be faster than you think. Like, I feel like right now things are quite slow, and it feels like, you know, like you're dragging yourself. I feel that sort of energy of dragging your feet, you know, just being dragged along. But I feel like in this full moon energy, that with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it may all of a sudden start to lighten up. But here's the thing, there's a bit of caution, a bit of a warning here. It's, how do I word the warning? I don't mean to be dramatic. It's just that it's not like it may not be clear why these burdens are being lifted. It might even be that it's not that they're really gone, it's that you're just transferring your burden onto somebody else. Like, let's say it's a work thing. Let's say you have too much going on at work. You have too many projects, and so rather than the projects actually getting done, it's just that you hand them off to other people. You know, you spread the load basically to other people. There's a bit of a delegation going on here, and other people, now it's their burden kind of thing. So you may be putting your burdens onto other people. Like maybe I don't know, because it's a weekend, right? So maybe your burden was you had all these projects. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm just trying to give an example so you can understand. So if you have like a lot of, like, you're at work and you have a lot of projects that you need to do, and you know you're gonna have to come in on the weekend to do it kind of thing, you might kind of all of a sudden notice that other people are also being pulled on to these projects as well to kind of get them done, and it's, you know, they're gonna also have to come in on the weekend. So it's like that type of energy. So it's like, okay, so yes, your burdens are being lifted, but you're kind of transferring them to other people. And it's just kind of like, and it's not what you had in mind. That's not what you planned to happen kind of thing. But like, it is to get this opportunity. It is to kind of get these things off your plate, to make room for this. Okay? I hope that made sense. It's that energy. I'm not saying it's that scenario. I'm just saying it's that energy. Okay, Aquarius. I did not spell that right. Again, I'm using my left hand, and I have to like go poke, 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 and it's just, yeah. All right. Your energy, we have the Five of Swords. Man, okay, Aquarius. You and Aries. You and Aries got this suspicious energy going on right now. Five of Swords. Aquarius, what you doing? What are you doing right now? Like, really, what are you doing right now? There's something here. There's an energy. Your current energy is you're doing something. This is you. You are doing something that is you feel is in your own best interest. I get a little bit of self-sabotage here, not gonna lie. There's something that you're doing right now that is blowing your chance at whatever this is. So this isn't succeeding because of this energy. You can't have success if you're fucking blowing it for yourself. I mean, this is success for you. I mean, that's what the energy is. I mean, you would like to be successful in whatever this is. And I don't know if you really realize this, because you're upset because you have this energy too. You're emotionally drained because something isn't succeeding for you, but you're the cause of it. You're kind of self-sabotaging yourself because you're only thinking about yourself. You're only thinking about, you know, your best interests, and it's not like like this Five of Swords is a card of false victory, and like I get that from it. It's like you think that this is what you should be doing. You think that I should only really be doing this for myself, but it's not getting you actual victory. It's blocking it. It's just kind of temporary energy that you feel like, oh yeah, okay, I'm doing, like, this is for me, but it's not, ultimately it's not helping you. All right, what can you tell me about the Five of Swords? What can you tell me about the Five of Swords? Tell me about the Five of Swords. You have the Three of Cups. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. Aquarius. How do I... I feel like you may be in this self-sabotaging energy because it's like you don't really know what you should be doing. Like, I get that with the Seven of Cups, I do get a feeling of overwhelmness here. Confusion, because it's like, okay, there are 7 cups here. There are 7 things, and it's like I'm not sure which one I should pick, so I'm just not going to pick any of them. It's like that type of energy. It's like you're being presented with something, and because you don't really know what to do with it, it's very confusing for you. Instead of picking something, you're just not picking any of it, which is kind of self-sabotaging. Sorry, this showed up while I was moving the cards. Yeah, 5 of Cups in reverse. There is regret behind this. Regret and sadness behind this. It's like I feel regret or sadness that I can't pick something, that I haven't chosen something, that you should, that it's like you need to figure this out. It's confusing, and it's leading to this sort of self-sabotaging type of energy here. The energy during the full moon for you, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of overthinking here. With the Hermit, I get overthinking. It's not just because the Hermit's usually, oh, I go into my safe space or whatever. I, retreat and I think about things, and, then, I figure it out, and then I come out. Yeah, you're going into the space, you're going to think about things, but you're not coming out. You're just sitting there and thinking about it. Thinking. It's very reminiscent of, who was it? Virgo, of just being in your head. The 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is an antisocial card. Like, it's like during this full moon period, you might be kind of antisocial. Like, you might kind of pull back from people. And I feel it has to do with this. You're confused on what you should be picking. I don't know why the confusion is there. All I know is that with the 5 of Cups in reverse, because it wanted to show itself, was that you're disappointed in some way. There's some sort of there's regret here, and the regret is leading to this confusion of, okay, what do I do now? That's what I get from this. What do I do now? I don't know what I should do. I get just a lot of, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know which one to pick. There's a lot of indecision and feeling overwhelmed. It's not just I can't make a decision, it's like I also feel overwhelmed. So it's like you just retreat, you just shut down because you don't know what to do. I would suggest not doing this. I would suggest getting some clarity on this. Whatever it is that, like, I'm not clarifying, so I don't really know what it is that you should be doing. I'm just, this energy here, you maybe just realizing that it's kind of self-sabotaging, and that, you need some clarity here. Maybe you need to talk to somebody. Maybe you need to ask them. I don't know. But I'm sorry I don't really have much for you on that. But perhaps look at some of the other signs. Look at maybe Virgo here, because I feel like you're both in the same sort of energy here. All right, Pisces, and then we'll wrap this up. That looked weird, but it's Pisces. Okay, Pisces, 2 of Cups. Wow, okay. This is good. This is good for all of this, I think, because this is the last sign, and it being the last sign here, it wraps this up, wraps it up nice. Sort of. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, what I get from the 2 of Cups is reconciliation. I get 2 people you know, coming together. I get that's the current energy right now for you Pisces, is that there may be somebody that you're currently reconciling with, maybe somebody you haven't talked to for a while, and now you're just starting to talk to each other. But again, what I get here is it's not going as well as it could be going. Maybe you've just started talking together, but there's something here that maybe like there isn't victory in something. So maybe something wasn't addressed. Maybe the reason why you weren't talking to each other, that never got addressed. You just started talking again to each other and nobody really, like, you know, pointed that out or something. All right, let's get some more information. Tell me more about this Four of Cups. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. Tell me more about this Four of Cups. Ooh. Queen of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Chariot in reverse. Oh boy, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. I feel like yes, there's this energy here that you feel like things aren't going down the right path. That's where I feel why it's not, why you feel like things aren't being successful here. That yes, you guys have come together, you've reconciled, or you finally, you know, come together in some way. You're like, why isn't it as successful as it should be? It's like, oh, because we're not really going down the way that I feel like we should be going down. It's like going down the wrong path, that this isn't the way that it was supposed to go. I feel the energy here during this full moon period is that somebody is pulling back their emotions. I don't know if this is you, Pisces, or if this is somebody else, the other person, but somebody's pulling back their emotions and they're kind of just like cutting those emotions off. I don't feel like just because you come together that you're coming apart again, but I do feel like somebody is not really sharing their emotions and they're even just severing those emotions off from the connection. Again, that's not really productive here. I feel like that might be you, Pisces. I don't really have much else for you, but this is not productive. I would advise against that. I don't know what you could do because, like, I'm not clarifying, but that is the energy during this full moon here for you, Pisces. So I mean, I would just say just kind of try to talk to this person and figure it out. But that's just me, you know, in my advice here. But yeah, I just feel like you're not going down the same path together. Maybe try to figure out why, like, or try to figure that out. Like, maybe just don't know where you guys want to go. Maybe you have to figure that out too. Like, where is this going? Maybe you don't know where it's going, and that's why it's not successful. Maybe nobody has really said what they want out of this connection or relationship or whatever it is, you know, and maybe that can be cleared up. All right, I'll get 3 cards from the universe. We'll just kind of see what the universe has to say and then we'll wrap this up. So 3 cards from the universe. What does the universe want to say about all of this? About the full moon in Virgo. Here, I'll just do that. Okay. What does the universe want to say? And then we will wrap this up. All right. Full moon Virgo. Whoa. Okay, I'll take the star. The star. The King of Swords in reverse. The 3 of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Cups. Okay. Okay. What I'm getting here is the overall energy here is the 2 of Cups. This is reconciliation. It can be like, I feel like a lot of this is that you're dealing with at least somebody. There's a person, there's another energy that you're dealing with here, and trying to reconcile with that person. And I feel that with the King of Swords in reverse, somebody isn't really making a decision here. I feel like the universe wants to tell you and everybody is that no decision is being made here in these connections. But the energy around that is, so there is hope. There's hope here, even if you're not speaking. Even if you end up not speaking to this person, even if the communication is kind of fucked right now, there's hope here. And I feel like that's the message that the universe wants to say. It's like things aren't really being communicated very well here, but there is hope in these connections. All right, so that's the reading for the full moon in Virgo, March 18th. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this insightful or helpful or even just interesting, entertaining in any way. If you did, I would appreciate a like and or subscribe, as that helps me do more with the channel. Yeah, good luck during this full moon cycle, and take care. I hope you have a good day or good night wherever you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.